Hi, this is Kevin Moore with a Moji University tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to make your YouTube channel pop. And POP is an acronym for preparation, optimization, and of course production. There you see me up there in my Moji blue shirt, and that's a graphic of me and my YouTube channel. And this is the internet, so I gave myself a little bit better hairline and a little bit better waistline. But today we're going to talk about how you can use YouTube to build your Moji Life business. But before we dive into the how, let's just quickly cover the why YouTube. 6 out of 10 people prefer online video platforms to live TV. In an average month, 8 out of 10 18 to 50-year-olds watch YouTube. On mobile alone, YouTube reaches that same demographic more than any broadcast or cable TV network station. You can navigate YouTube in a total of 76 different languages. That covers an astounding 95% of the internet population. The platform is also launched in over 88 countries. Over 1 billion hours of YouTube videos are viewed daily. That's more than Netflix and Facebook video combined. More than half of YouTube views come from mobile devices. That's amazing because people, we want to be where they are. Where are the people? They're on their phones. They're watching YouTube on their phones, okay? So it's a great platform for today's society and where we're connected, where we're plugged in. I wanted to bring this particular point and I wanted to highlight it and emphasize it. YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Wait a second, Kevin, I thought this was a video platform. It is, but we need to start thinking of it as a search engine as well. It's the third most visited site after Google and Facebook. So when you think about this, Google owns YouTube, okay? Google is far and away the most popular search engine out there. YouTube is number 2. They're married to each other. Their algorithms pattern after one another. You know, when people want to know about something, they go to Google, which is connected to YouTube, and vice versa, cross-pollination, or they go to YouTube. So think of it not just as a video community or a platform where media is shared, but start thinking of YouTube as the second largest search engine, because it is. Now, let's get to the preparation of how to make your YouTube channel pop. Who is your audience? That's the first thing you need to be asking yourself. Now, I'm from Utah, and so I enjoy fishing. It's one of the first memories I have with my father growing up. I love the outdoors. When you go fishing, whether you're going to a stream or a lake or an ocean, knowing the environment and the habitat is half the battle. Because what you need to do is you need to begin with the fish in mind. What kind of fish do you want to bring in? What kind of fish do you want to attract? That determines your bait. The same it is with YouTube. You know, who are you trying to reach? What kind of prospects are the best fit for the Moji Life products and opportunity? Are they work from home moms? Are they people who are more conscientious about harmful chemicals and are looking for a more natural alternative? Are they busy families who could use something smarter and simpler? You know, what type of content are you going to use? Because content is your bait. You know, are they going to be tips with your tutorials? Are they going to be how-to videos? Are they going to be demonstrations, testimonials? That determines your marketing angles. You know, what would your target audience, your market, find most helpful? What info makes sense for the kind of products we promote at Moji Life? The opportunity, the lifestyle, the company, the products behind the company. Begin with that in mind. Stephen R. Covey, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, one of the habits I find to be most important is begin with the end in mind. So preparation is key. Set the set. You don't have to spend a lot of money to create captivating and effective videos. But I do remember an old expression that my grandfather used to tell me. I'd help him with different projects around the house growing up. And he would always say, Kevin, remember, measure twice, and cut once. The basic principle can be used here as well. Check your surroundings, do a mic check, make sure you're on do not disturb. Imagine what interruptions could happen, because I promise you it's going to be your best take ever. You're going to be in the middle of the best video you ever produced. That's when the interruption will happen. You can use your cell phone, your computer's camera, a digital camera to record your video to get started. Next, you need to find the perfect background or backgrounds for what you have in mind. Think about some inconspicuous, some subtle staging. I always think about what my background is going to look like to the viewer. And then I'm putting product placement in there. It might be an emoji. It might be emoji clean bottle. But think about how you can set the set, how you can stage your background. There's a fine balance between relatable and unprofessional. Try to film in a place that isn't too loud or too distracting. I admit, I have 6 kids. I have kids that have interrupted live broadcasts before. And you know what? Hopefully people can understand and relate to that working from home. But if I'm going to record something to put on YouTube, I'm thinking about a professional appearance, because I want them to look at me as a business professional and want to join my team. So think about the location. Make sure that it's filled with plenty of light. There's inexpensive lighting on Amazon right now. I bought a stand with an LED light that's adjustable based on hue, along with the brightness. This thing is completely customizable. It was less than $20. It's pretty much studio grade. So start with your preparation. That's the first step to making your YouTube channel pop. Now, let's get on to the optimization of how to be a YouTuber. First and foremost, the next step in building a successful YouTube channel is you need to make sure that you fill in the details. You want to provide anyone who watches a video that you produce or stumbles across your channel, whether it be directly or indirectly, with as much information about you, your Moji Life business, and most importantly, how to connect with you. I've seen some great videos before that I've gone back to their channel, and it's like they bring you 90% of the way, and then in the moment that's most crucial, they drop the ball. Make sure that you have all of your contact information on there. You want to start with your brand. Add channel art to your page. Make it stand out. Personalize it. Provide a clear and precise description of your YouTube channel. Let them know who you are, how Moji Life can help that potential prospect. Why Moji Life? Make it catchy, but this is not the time you want to be cloaked or clouded in mystery. Brand your channel so viewers know who you are, a little bit about Moji Life, and most importantly, let me reiterate, how to contact you. For example, you might just brand your channel something like the smells that sells, the Moji movement. Whatever it is, you want something to be catchy, you want it to create curiosity, but curiosity on YouTube is just for a moment. It's fleeting. You want to lead with the entertainment factor, but be sure to include links to your Moji Life website, your other social media pages. Encourage the viewer to visit for more info, to stay in touch. Remember, YouTube is a great lead generator, but often you will close the deal on another social media platform or your Moji Life website, or ideally through direct contact. Make sure you spend some time exploring the YouTube Creator Studio. This is where you're going to learn more about setting up your channel, managing your content, and especially connecting with viewers. Now we get to the fun. Okay, once your channel is up and running, create a short channel trailer or teaser. Think of it like a blockbuster movie in Hollywood. This is where you're going to get viewers to get a feel for the type of content you create, and you want them, first and foremost, to subscribe to your channel. So make it exciting, make it entertaining, captivate them. Remember, good, better, and best. A view on YouTube is good. A like or comment is better, but a subscription is best. All can lead to Moji Life business, but subscribers are likely your best prospects. So begin with the thought process that you want them to view it, but most importantly, you want them to act upon it. So if they view it, that's good. It's a lot better though if they actually comment, or if they subscribe, or if they contact you directly by either visiting your Moji Life website or reaching out to you because you have all of your business information on there. Now, let's go and let's talk about the production. We've talked about how to make your YouTube channel pop. Preparation, optimization, now the fun part, production. The best way to build your YouTube channel is simply to start creating and sharing content. It's the equivalent of jumping in the deep side of the pool. You want to have quality videos, but in the beginning, you also want to have quantity. So just make sure you're creating and sharing content. Make a list of 4 or 5 videos that you want to do on Moji Life, and off you go. Remember that most viewers on YouTube are there for 2 purposes, either entertainment or education. Now, I have a son who was recruited by multiple different colleges and universities to play football. And when we were creating his huddle highlight, which is a highlight of all of his best plays in football, we were talking to a recruiter, and he's a professional recruiter, and he said, hey, here's the deal. Your son has a lot of highlights. He's a great player. He's like, if you can fill up 10 minutes of highlights, that's great, Kevin. But when it comes to these scouts, he goes, the key is this. You have to make sure that you start with the very best highlight. He's like, they have a short attention span. So whatever the best play that your son did for that particular game, and even when it came to his entire season, start with that play. That's the same thing with YouTube. We have a short attention span. So always lead with your highlight. Lead with a captivating question or an engaging lead. Keep your videos short. But if you start off and you do an introduction of who you are and you have some long drawn out, this and that, most people are going to be disconnected. Start off with a question about them. What can they gain from watching that video? What's the value for them? What's in it for them? If you start off with that, I promise you, your videos will be better. They'll be more effective. Keep your videos short and to the point. 2 to 3 minutes is best. Have a focus for what you want to accomplish in each video. What's the main tip, the idea you want to share? What's the demo you want to get across? What's the point you want to drive home? Can you communicate that in just a few different bullet points? Or do you have to have a full demonstration to make it flow and make it simple for people to follow? And most importantly, be your authentic self. Be you. There is no YouTube without you. Show off your personality. Share your excitement for Moji Life. I always say it, and I believe it. People remember how they felt long after what you said. The same holds true on YouTube. Have fun. Be the personality I know that we have in this company. Talk to the camera. Don't look off. Engage with the camera because that's the people that are watching. I've heard a lot of people suggest that you just imagine you're speaking to a close friend or family member. Maybe it's your favorite customer, a neighbor, someone that's already on your team in the Moji family. But make it more like a coffee shop conversation and not overly rehearsed or canned or too formal. And at the end of your video, always encourage your viewers to take the next step. There always needs to be an action item to close with. Ask them to comment on your video, visit your Moji Life website, follow you on social media. Have a 10-second catchphrase that always asks them to subscribe. That brands you, add value, but always close with that. Always close with what they need to do next. You can deepen your relationship with your audience by always asking the viewers to post questions, feedback, suggestions. What do you want to see next? Cater it to them. Customize your channel to them. What would you like to see me do a demonstration on? What Moji Life products are you interested in? One of my very favorite expressions, involvement creates commitment. And that's no different on this media platform. Involve the viewer and you'll do better off. Okay, so there we have it. Make your videos pop. Make sure that you start off with preparation, optimization, and then the production. And be you. Like I said, there is no YouTube without you. Brand Moji Life, but make sure you're branding yourself as well. And you're going to do very well with this company, and YouTube's a great platform for it. To wrap up this tutorial, I just wanted to do a very quick overview, very basic and brief, of YouTube. Now, this is a very extensive and sometimes a complicated platform because it is a dynamic interface. And so the best suggestion I have is come, explore, dive into it. That sometimes is the best teacher. But if you go to youtube.com, you're going to pull up this, simply push sign in. It's going to take you to your login information. Mine's already stored in there. Once you log in, go to your channel. Now I'm logged in underneath Moji University. Up here in the top right hand corner, this is where I'm going to have the different tools and settings for my information, okay? I've already set up a channel, so I would go to my channel. Now you see here, this is what my channel would look like. It's worth noting that YouTube Studio is currently underneath a beta, so YouTube is enhancing and evolving their platform. But as with most things with Google, their beta is pretty much the gold standard for everybody else. So it's pretty much a non-issue. But what you want to do for this basic introduction is go to Customize Channel. Now right here is the key. You want to put in a channel description. I would suggest a paragraph or two. Introducing yourself, letting people know what your mission with Moji Life is. Doing something that's going to capture curiosity. Make it entertaining, especially because this is one of the few things on a video-rich, media-driven platform that's actually going to be text. This is where you're actually going to appeal to the people who still read. Imagine that, right? But make sure you have a great channel description. Go in here, make sure you have your email address, link all your different social media, link your website. This is the key platform, okay? Now, if you want to upload a video up here, simply push upload. It will take you to this, and you'll be able to select one of these different privacy settings. Public is probably the setting you're going to default to most often because of the fact that you want prospects, you want strangers, you want people that are out surfing the World Wide Web to stop and view your particular video, and so it needs to be included on their public directory, okay? Once I've selected my privacy settings, just simply hover over that icon. It should illuminate red. When I do that, click it, go to your folder, select the actual video you want to upload, and now while it's busy uploading and preparing your video, you should be preparing your presentation because that's what this is. This is just a little mini presentation. Now for title, I would suggest something that's going to slow the scroll, capture curiosity. For a title, we're competing with all sorts of data, information, education, videos, media, and we're in competition with all of that to get somebody to come to us. So you want to create wonder. Wonder can lead to wonderful in this business. So I'm just going to simply put, what's that smell? Could be good, could be bad. That's the point. I'm trying to capture curiosity. Hopefully they're intrigued enough that they're going to click it, okay? Now for the actual description, Google has something that they call spiders. It works the same with YouTube. It crawls content. That's why they call it spiders. Spiders crawl, right? And that content needs to be very specific to what I want not only the viewer, the human, to be able to identify with, but maybe even more importantly, Google, the bot, to identify with. So here I put introducing the emoji for Moji Life, fragrance like never before. This is the candle of the future. No flame, no wick, no soot, no wax, no mess, no hassle. Just fragrance on demand. I love Moji products. You see keyword density. I've got very specific keywords in there. Airmoji, Moji Life, fragrance, Moji products, okay? That's the key. We want them to be able to find us. Now for tags, I suggest a basic rule of thumb. First of all, go do some research. Find out what tags are going to be appealing to your target audience, to who you have in mind, your market. But a general rule of thumb is I start off with some very specific, company-specific type of keywords, right? These are simply Moji-like. These are Mojified from top to bottom because that's who I'm representing, right? Then maybe after that, I'm going to go with a little bit more of an industry specific, okay? So maybe working from home mom, okay? The acronym. Maybe I'm just going to put straight work from home, okay? Maybe I'm going to put mom boss, okay? I'm going to put direct sales, of course, because that's the kind of leads I want to generate. And then at the end, I normally just put some pretty generic type of keywords, okay? Maybe ground floor, business. You know, I've covered my bases there. I would suggest go find out keywords that are going to work for you, okay? That's going to be the key. Now, I'm going to cancel this upload, but I think you get the point there. But there is one more thing I want to show you here. If I'm going to upload a video, this is going to be key. I'm coming back here. I'm going to just simply go through that process again. One of the things that I want to do is I want to put in my domain, okay? My website. Once again, it's only as good as it hyperlinks back to me and I can close the deal. Now, if I'm going to put that in, if I put in www.mojiproducts, if I can type here, mojiproducts.com, that's not going to actually be a hyperlink. Somebody would have to type that in to get to me. What I need to do here, and this is what I would suggest you do, I would go up here and I would put in Moji Products, okay? Now that I've got Moji Products here, I'm going to come and I'm going to just copy that link. You see how that link actually has, look at the difference here. That link has https://. This makes it a hyperlink. So if I publish this video now, this is going to be actually clickable. And when it's clicked, it's going to go to my website, whatever my website is, / whatever your replicated website is, okay? Last thing I want to share is over here, your video will be live at, once again, you see it's a hyperlink. You see the beginning, that tells you it's a hyperlink, it's active. When I scroll over it, it illuminates or it underlines, letting me know that it's a live link, just like I want this link to be here. And now this is where I can copy the link for this particular video, share it on social media, share it in an email, share it through a text message, and go out and build your business, okay? I hope this has been helpful.